Yeah, and but how did you find it once you started? How did you find the actual teaching? Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed parts of it, but I really hated it.
You hated it?
Yeah, I hated it, man. Because like the reason I hated it wasn't because of the kids or what I did. I hated it because I was kind of hating myself.
Okay.
Because I felt like a victim. I felt like a fraud. I felt like I let my family down, my dad down, myself down. I always remember being in my classroom. I was like, if some army officer knocks on my door and said, "Hey Sam, do you want to join?" I'd have sprinted out. I'd say, "Hey kids, see ya, boo." Like,
had a bit of like imposter syndrome, maybe, or
a little bit. It was more just I wasn't owning. I wasn't taking responsibility for what happened.
okay.
Like, I was blaming myself having Crohn's. I was blaming myself, constantly blaming, and this started to unravel with my mental health.
Yeah.
I developed real bad anxiety. The thing for me was with the anxiety, I just couldn't sleep.
Okay.
So I developed chronic insomnia, where I'd roll into school on like half an hour of sleep. I'd be marking papers at like 2 in the morning. And this led to me basically being really emotional. And I remember a class of year 11, 30 kids. I've got one. Yeah, class of year 11, 30 kids. And I was turning away from the board, turning away to write on the board, not because I was writing on the board, it's because I was welling up. Like, I was crying. You know, I was in bits. And some of the nicer kids asked me if I'm okay, and that got me more emotional. It was at that point I realised that I needed to get some help.
Okay.
So yeah, basically I started off just really, you know, I enjoyed it, but I was also personally I was in a bad place, so I couldn't really give my all to it. So it helped me in that moment. So when you're at the bottom of the mountain, right, there is technically only one way up, which at that point I was at the bottom. You know, I wasn't sleeping, my relationships were awful, wasn't enjoying my job, you know, couldn't get out of bed. Right, sometimes I couldn't go to school because I was so anxious I couldn't get out of bed. So one day my friend said, "I know this guy, he's a coach." And I was like, "Okay, cool, like, what, a coach for football or rugby or cricket?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "No, this guy's a coach for how you feel and your mindset." And you know what, when you're that desperate and you're that low, it's like, I'm just going to give it a shot. And I just spoke to this guy on the phone, half an hour, sat in my bedroom, and I sobbed like a baby. Because basically, for the first time, he asked me some questions, or someone asked me some questions, and for the first time in my life, right, at 24, I actually shared what was going on for me.
Yeah.
Which, like, was, I'm miserable, I'm anxious, I can't do this. And it was just like, just talking is just the biggest release.